Hi, hello, good morning. To my friends on YouTube and my family out there. Um, so, thank you first of all to everyone that watches, comments, and subscribes. You're making my experience online. It's been really fantastic, and I appreciate it. Um, and second of all, I reserve the right to be wrong about anything, about everything, at any time. I'm not a guru. I'm not an expert. I'm not. I don't have all the answers. I'm looking, just like most of you. And so, with that, I would like to say I'd like to talk about in this video the Bible. I guess this will be like part of my testimony or something, or just what. So, first of all, our we we all only got a piece of the puzzle. So, like my whole big picture is just my whole big picture is just a piece of the puzzle. So, um, yeah. So there's that. Um, we're all community. It's wonderful, and let's keep the discussion alive. And absolutely no judgment whatsoever. It's not my intent whatsoever to step on, or demean, or belittle, or insult in any way anybody at all. Okay. With that, I'd just like to go ahead and say, for me personally, it's the 1611 Bible all day long, Old King James. And I understand, like, I used to watch a lot in the back in the day. I used to watch Mike Hoggard and Steven Anderson until their response over the flat earth, their really intense, really negative response. And believe whatever you want. You don't need to be mean. We don't need to be mean. Um, but they had a lot of good information about the history of the Bible, about differences between the 1602, the 1611, the 1613, the Geneva Bible. Then you got like, then let's talk about like John Wycliffe and William Tyndale, and these people that brought us the English language and brought us the original Bible, at the cost of their lives. Maybe not Wycliffe so much as Tyndale, but so check out A Lamp in the Darkness. A Lamp in the Darkness is a fantastic documentary. I think it's probably still available on YouTube. A Lamp in the Darkness is where God woke me up to the true history of the Bible, and it's fantastic. It's a fantastic documentary. You learn a lot. Learn a lot about the Waldensians and the Albigenses, or Waldenses and Albigensians, um, and the Inquisition, and the persecution that took place all across Europe. So, that being said, the English language in and of itself is kind of a matrix and a prison, and a grandiose attempt by the adversary, I believe, to undo the curse of Babel at Babel, when Nimrod, Gilgamesh, whoever it was building up that tower. God said, "Yo, anything they imagine to do shall not be restrained from them." And for God to say anything they imagine to do shall not be, that's a big statement. That's a big statement, because they wanted to go into heaven, and they wanted to make war with God, and they wanted to take heaven by force, which is interesting because in Matthew, is it Matthew 11:11? Matthew 11:12. Jesus said, "The kingdom from the time of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force." Interesting passage. So anything they imagine to do will not be restrained from them, and they wanted to go into heaven, and they wanted to make war with God. Sorry, I was rocking back and forth a lot there. So he confused the language. He confounded the language, and so the nations have been divided were divided by language. They woke up, and whoever could understand whoever, they all went with each other. And this created the nationalities and the various ethnic groups, because the dominant genetic factors of those shared amongst the speaking the same languages the dominant ones just kept feeding off each other and kept growing. The same dominance expanded, and there was very little interaction between other dominant genetic strains. I didn't explain that very well. There's lots of videos, research. Anyways, so the English language, and even more so the binary language, is an attempt to undo the curse of Babel so that anything we imagine to do might not be restrained from us. I'm not on that boat. I don't want to do anything I can. I can, not in this world anyways, in God's world in heaven. I want to keep myself on the right path while I'm here, and I just want to be as good of a person as I can be. And, yeah, enjoy the ride. So, I digress. I'm off track again, sorry. But the English language, I believe, is an attempt to undo the curse of Babel, which kept us from trying to accomplish too much in our hubris. And we're nearing a time where that's undone. We can communicate so fluidly from one nation to another. More or less, it's one language now. And especially when you've got apps, like I could just download an app onto my phone where I speak into it in my language, and it translates it and speaks it to you in your language. And boom, So more or less, that's undone at this point. So, what does that mean? What does that imply? Is God going to confound our languages again? What's His response this time to keep us from doing whatever it is our wicked hearts imagine to do? So, take refuge in Scripture. We take refuge in the rock of Jesus Christ. At least I will. As for me and my house, we will worship God. And I guess I just want to close by saying that so there's things popping up on my phone. I got distracted. 400,000 words in the English language. I doubt sincerely that I have a 200,000 word vocabulary. I doubt sincerely that I understand very well half of my own language. Just to illustrate the extent of my ignorance. For a variety of reasons. I do know what I do know, and I don't know what I don't know, and I believe God's got a hand in that. He keeps knowledge hidden from us for our own safety, and He reveals things to us for His own purposes and for our own gain. And it's just such an interesting adventure. And it's early, I'm tired, I haven't really had enough coffee yet, and there's stuff to do, so I'm a little distracted, and I apologize for the scatterbrainness. But I really appreciate all the interaction, and I appreciate all the research that you all are doing out there, and keeping up with everything. And I gotta say that whatever's going on, we stay positive, because like Jacob Israel, awesome videos, very positive guy. I love watching his videos. Jacob Israel, he does a lot of really good work. We manifest our own reality, and to a very real, very large extent, we manifest our own existence, and how we talk to ourselves is very important, and how we, the energies that we manifest, the love or the anger. I get fed up in this world quite a lot. You guys get to see the best of me. I can have quite a short temper, but I've never intentionally hurt anyone at all in my life, and I can honestly say that. But I do get angry, and I do get loud, and I can be dramatic, and I just, getting way off track, and I'm even really not sure what to say anymore, except that I guess this is part of my testimony. The Bible saved my life. The Bible saved my life, absolutely. And Jesus Christ is God, and no matter how confusing things get, and no matter what sort of knowledge might come to the surface about the Bible or anything else, the deity of Jesus Christ remains sovereign, and this is the most important thing. As I was talking to my mom about this morning, I live with my mom. My dad passed away a year ago this week, and I moved back in to help her out because the mortgage was a little more than she could handle initially. And so now she's on her feet, and she's stable. We're figuring out, where to go from here. But so I was talking to her about it this morning, and we can talk about everything in the world. We can talk about Mandela effect. We can talk about politics. We can talk about war. We can talk about volcanoes and earthquakes. We could talk about weird technology and everything under the sun and beyond. And the heart and soul of it is Jesus Christ. We're all just dancing around the bush, beating around the bush. If we don't get to that, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to explore these things and to try to understand them. And I think we absolutely should, and I think we're meant to. It is the honor of kings to search out what God is hidden. So let's just rejoice, because the joy of the Lord is our strength. Let's rejoice in Jesus Christ. And let's not forget to get back to the gospel every single day. No matter what it is we're going through. And if you don't believe in Jesus, I love you. Let's keep looking for truth. I just got to say, I've been through some things in my life, and Jesus Christ, the whole Bible holds water more than any other holy book. In all facets of discussion, and Jesus Christ is the centerfold of all of Scripture. So, if you see what I'm saying, and ultimately, even if we do come to some sort of conclusion, we still have to deal with stuff. We still have to have our day-to-day life. We still have to overcome our temptations. Even if we do get answers as to this earth-hopping, dimension collapsing, mind-expanding simulation, not really whatever's going on, whatever it is, we still have our day-to-day. We still have our person to deal with. We still have ourselves to manage. We still have our relationships to engage in. We still have life to enjoy and to appreciate. And responsibilities, so we can grow. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your participation, giving me new things to look at and consider, and busting the dust off of my brain. God bless you. Let's enjoy the ride. Thank you very much.